Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. So again, this is the Resistance Trader, and in today's video episode, we will be discussing about day trading indicators. So, paano ba gamitin ang mga technical indicators for day traders like us? For example, sa scalping. So for today's topic, we will be covering the definition of technical indicators, and we will be discussing yung mga most common indicators that the traders usually use, lalo na para sa mga bago. But before we proceed, let me just reiterate, personally, I'm not using indicators as much because if you will see my previous videos, mas tinitignan natin yung mga price action, no, na asset wherein mas real time dahil disclaimer lang, no, yung mga indicators ginagamit natin yan as confirmatory, pero most of our trades are not based from this. But for the purpose of our today's video, marami kasi sa akin nagtatanong, ano ba yung mga iba't ibang klase ng indicators and para saan ba siya ginagamit. This is for educational purpose, especially those who are new to trading, yung mga bago sa pagte-trade. So, without further ado, let's proceed. Let's define first, ano ba ang mga meaning ng technical indicators na to. Then, we will make use of it in a graph later. So, what is a technical indicator? Sabi ni Investopedia.co, technical indicator are heuristic or mathematical calculations based on the price volume or open interest of a security or an asset or contract used by traders who follow technical analysis. By analyzing historical data, technical analysts use indicators to predict yung future price movement. Example of commonly used technical indicators, including but not limited to, are these two: see Relative Strength Index or RSI and MACD, which we will discuss further later in this video. So just a note, no, technical analyst or chartist look for technical indicators in historical asset price data in order to judge entry and exit points for trade. Ibig sabihin, historical na siya or nangyari na. Ang nangyayari dito kasi kapag ka-historical, kino-compute ng mga indicators kung ano yung formula, no? So, ang nakikita natin most of the time are lag. Naglalag yan. Ang tinatawag ng mga commonly called as lagging indicators. So, yeah, that's the reason why sabi nga natin, if you watch our previous video, we always use first, no, primary ginagamit natin yung price movement, price action to enter into a trade, and then we use technical indicators. For me, personally, sa sarili ko lang to, this is my opinion, technical indicators should be used with caution. And it should be used as a confirmatory doon sa price movement na tinitingnan mo sa graph mo. So, let's proceed. Ano-ano ba yung mga types of indicators na pwede natin gamitin? Sabi natin kanina, pwede natin gamitin si MACD and RSI. But before we proceed with those indicators, let me take note first of this following reminders for all the traders out there. Just a note, individual indicators does not work best on its own. Hindi siya maganda na, halimbawa, meron kang pet indicator, meron kang trip na indicator. Ito yung indicator A, B, or C. Ito yung paborito mo. Mas maganda, laging mas okay kapag ang isang indicator ginamit mo in confluence with other indicators. So, it should be used together. Number 2, it should be used together with other types of indicators. Example, gagamitin natin ngayon, combination ng MACD and RSI. This is actually to confirm divergence. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng divergence? Later in this video, we will define what divergence is and ipapakita natin sa isang graph ano yan. So, last but not the least of our reminders for this video, indicators are used for confirmation rather than your ultimate trade reference. So, let's proceed with MACD. Ano ba si MACD? Naririnig natin yan lagi. MACD. Diba? Maraming mga gumagawa ng charts, nilalagay nila si MACD. By the way, note MACD is moving average convergence divergence. MACD is moving average convergence. Hindi ito yung paborito nating may burger. Huwag na nga natin pag-usapan yun. Hindi yan may burger. So, MACD, moving average convergence divergence is a trend following momentum indicator that shows the relationship between two moving averages. For moving averages, we will be doing a separate video on this. Pero for the purpose of this video, i-define lang natin ano yung dalawang moving average na nagko-compute ng MACD. MACD is calculated by subtracting the 26-period exponential moving average or EMA or EMA from the 12-period EMA. So, ano yung niyan? Ano yung significance niyan? Ibig sabihin, it has two moving averages. So, parang inaano mo siya, sinasubtract, plus, minus. Then, you will come up with your MACD. So, how do you use MACD in a graph? So, ako hindi ko binabago yung Personally, I don't touch the settings of the MACD when I go to my graph in TradingView. Ang default settings ng MACD sa TradingView or normal graphs would be fast length niyan 12, slow length 26, signal smoothing is 9. So, this is how the MACD looks like. Ano ang tsura o ano sinasabi ng graph na to? So, if you notice the color of the MACD changes when there is a movement in the price action. If you look at those highlighted lines crossing, whenever these lines cross, it actually signals a change in the price direction. Later, after this slide, I will show you how it looks like. This is how the MACD or the moving convergence divergence looks like in combination with our candle or price action. If you notice, dun sa minarkahan natin na mayroong nag-cross yung blue line, pababa nung orange line, kung saan dun din nagpalit yung ating MACD ng color from green to orange, it's indicated na possible bababa yung presyo. So dito, nung nakita mo na nagpalit, bumaba yung price, nag-sell siya, bumaba siya going here. Now, similarly, when this indicator nag-cross naman si orange pababa ng blue, nagpalit din ng color si MACD. Nag-show siya ng change in price action na papataas. Ngayon, ito yung dito sinasabi ko, 'di ba, kanina na merong tinatawag na lag or nagiging lagging indicator si MACD. Kasi if you will look at it, dito sa part na to, ito, nagpalit dito, nag-orange. 'Di ba? Pero sa halip na bumaba yung presyo, nagstay lang siya doon, bumaba lang siya ng konting-konti, tapos umangat ulit. Hindi strong yung kanyang price change or yung kanyang pagbago kung ano, vis-a-vis sa price change rather. So, this is how it looks like. No? Pag nag-cross yan, it's a possible indication that the price action would reverse. Okay? So, that's how MACD is being used. So, ayan. Kita natin siya dito, ayan, dito din, ayan. Tsaka dito. Nakita nyo yung presyo dito, pababa siya. Ayan. Okay? So, in a nutshell, ganyan gamitin ang indicator na MACD. Pagka nakita mo na color green, yung MACD mo, ibig sabihin, ang trend niyan is pataas. Kapag color orange yung MACD mo, ibig sabihin, ang trend niyan, pababa. Pag yung line nakita mo, nagdidikit na sila, yung MACD lines, pagka yan magdidikit na and magko-cross na over the other line, like blue papasok sa ilalim ng orange or orange papasok sa ilalim ng blue, it is a possible indication of a potential price reversal. Okay, So let's proceed with the next indicator that we are to discuss today. RSI, Relative Strength Index or RSI. What is Relative Strength Index or RSI? According to Investopedia, the Relative Strength Index is a momentum indicator that measures the magnitude of recent price change to evaluate overbought or oversold conditions in the price of an asset. Later, we will define what is overbought or oversold para dun sa mga benefit ng mga bagong traders and mga nanonood sa atin. But before we do that, let's take note, RSI compares bullish and bearish price momentum plotted against the graph of an asset price. Second note, signals are considered overbought for RSI. It's considered overbought pagka si indicator above 70% and oversold kapag si indicator below 30%. Pinag-uusapan natin dito yung oversold and overbought. Madalas din nating marinig yan sa iba't ibang mga traders. Pero let's define, ano nga ba si overbought at si oversold? Overbought refers to a security that analysts or traders believe in trading above its intrinsic value. Overbought generally describes recent or short-term movement in the price of the security and reflects the expectation that the market will correct the price in the near future. This belief is often the result of technical analysis of a security's price history. So yan ang ibig sabihin ng overbought. In layman's term, ang ibig sabihin ng overbought, masyado ng maraming bumibili. Overbought na eh. Mamaya pakita natin yung sa graph. So si oversold naman, oversold is the term refers to a condition where an asset has traded lower than the price and has the potential for a price bounce. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Ibig sabihin, masyado ng maraming bumibili and potentially umangat ang presyo. An oversold condition can last for a long time and therefore being oversold, hindi ibig sabihin yan na merong may price rally kaagad na mangyayari. Either buy or sell. Either overbought or oversold, hindi ibig sabihin na pag may overbought or may oversold, automatically magpapalit na kaagad dyan ng presyo. Yun lang yung gusto sabihin in Investopedia.com dito sa statement na to. So later, we will show that in the graph how it looks like. But for the benefit of the new traders, the default settings of RSI, hindi rin natin ginagalaw yan. The length is 14, the upper band is 70, and the lower band is 30. This is how the RSI looked like. And if you notice, dito sa graph natin, yung mga price above 70% is considered na nag-overbought. While the price that goes below 30%, ito na yung sinasabi nating oversold. So kapag overbought na ang isang asset, ang tendency ng price action is to go down. Kapag naman oversold na ang isang asset, ang tendency ng asset na yan sa presyo, it's to go up. But, hindi yan absolute. Sabi nga natin kanina. Minsan, ang oversold o ang overbought, tumatagal ng matagal na panahon. So, hindi ibig sabihin na pag nasa oversold na, magpapay ka na kaagad. Or pag nasa overbought na, mag-short ka na kaagad. So, kaya nga sabi natin, di ba, earlier part of this video, this indicator should be used with caution, should be used together para ma-indicate natin kung ano ang talagang nangyayari. And most of the time, we still consider as the price action as our reference to everything else. Okay? So, this is how the RSI with the price action looks like. So, yan. Nakita ninyo, no? Dito kapag pagka si asset nandito na sa oversold, ang nangyayari sa kanya, sa overbought rather, sa taas, no? Overbought. Kapag siya ay nasa overbought, ang tendency niya ay bumaba. Pero sabi nga natin, hindi naman laging ganun yung nangyayari. Like for this case, nandun si RSI sa overbought, pero tumaas pa rin siya. Ayun, tumaas pa rin yung presyo. O yan, ganun din yung nangyari dito. Pero dito sa baba, nung nasa oversold na siya, ayan, oversold, ayan. O yan, umakyat na ngayon si price action dito. Ayan. So, ayan. Pero wala yan diyan 100% of the time, ha. Again, we will repeat. Using indicators does not guarantee 100% of the time na kayo ay mag-win with your trades. So, dapat you always still look up these indicators with precaution, number one, and at the same time, with other confirmations as well. Sabi natin, the best confirmation is always the price action. Okay? So, this is the RSI with the price action. This is how it looks like. Now, kanina sabi natin ginagamit natin ang mga indicators na to together to confirm divergence. Later, we will show you how a divergence looks like. But before that, let's define what a divergence is. Divergence is when the price of an asset is moving in the opposite direction of a technical indicator, such as an oscillator like MACD, or is moving contrary to other data. Divergence warns that the current price trend may be weakening. Ibig sabihin, yung trend ngayon humihina. Diba? Ibig sabihin, kung naka-bearish tayo, short tayo, ating trend is pababa. Kapag nakita mo na may divergence, yung oscillators mo paakyat, it's an indication that the current price trend may be weakening. And in some cases, may lead to price changing direction or yung tinatawag nating reversal. So this is how MACD plus RSI with price action looks like. Ayun. So if you will notice, in this graph, meron divergence between the price action and MACD. So nakita nyo yung, di ba, meron dito na, okay, ayan, merong possible na may divergence dito, ayan. But, kay RSI, wala pa siyang nakikitang divergence. Ayun. So, always, we look up into indicators. Dapat yan, pagka ginamit mo with confirmation of one and the other. So, dito, hindi malinaw kung ano yung gagawin natin, Kasi, hindi pa magkasundo yung MACD mo tsaka yung RSI mo. Dapat kapag nasa orange ang MACD, nasa baba si MACD, yung RSI mo supposedly dapat nasa baba din, nandun na sa oversold area para ma-consider mo na mag-buy or mag-long position para masabi na bid ka na talaga. Pero this is in confirmation still with the price action. So if you notice, naglagay tayo dito ng parallel channel. Doon sa previous videos natin, maintindihan ng mga nanood na ano yung parallel channel, it actually acts as a support and resistance too. So, yan, titignan mo din yan. So, pagko-confirm mo yung one with the other. So, kapag nag-confirm na si RSI ay nasa oversold na, then ang MACD ay nagpalit na rin ng color. Ayan, kagaya nung nasa taas. And nakita natin na tumama na yung presyo sa support mo. Nag-resist na sa support mo. Then we can say na potentially it is actually possible that the trend will be reversed. Okay? So that is how we use technical indicators to potentially do a position or mag-create ng pumasok sa isang trade. So, yan. Those are MACD and RSI. Now, sabi natin, yung isa sa topic natin today is a bonus indicator. We will give you a bonus indicator, lalo na dun sa mga mahilig sa price action. We will show you how you can possibly find a support and resistance na yung mga bago, yung mga hindi pa sanay maghanap ng support and resistance. This bonus indicator can actually help you. What is this bonus indicator? The bonus indicator that I'm talking about is the pivot point. What is a pivot point? A pivot point is a technical analysis indicator or calculations used to determine the overall trend of the market over different time frames. The pivot point itself is simply the average of the high, low, and closing prices from the previous time frame. On the subsequent time frame, trading above the pivot is thought to indicate going bullish sentiment, while trading below the pivot point indicates a bearish sentiment. Ibig sabihin, pagka ang presyo ng kandila or yung si price action nasa ibabaw ng pivot point, yan ay isang indication na bullish ang sentiment ng market. Kapag ka naman ang price action or yung candle is below pivots, that's also an indication na bearish naman ang sentiment ng market. So, si bonus indicator natin, ang pivot point settings na ginagamit ko ay yung type niya nilalagay ko Fibonacci. Later on sa mga susunod nating video, i-discuss natin what Fibonacci is. But for the purpose of this video, yan lang, ilagay nyo lang dun sa type Fibonacci. No? Explain natin yan sa mga susunod nating video, ano ibig sabihin ni Fibonacci. But Fibonacci, parang lang for the purpose of those who would like to understand more about it, in a nutshell, ang Fibonacci is a mathematical equation. So, may mathematical sequencing daw kasi ang lahat ng bagay. So, yan, sinasabi ng Fibonacci. And that includes the price action. So, sa trading, may Fibonacci din tayo. Another settings that we are using for the pivot points, you have to show the historical pivots kasi para makita mo ano yung itsura ng pivot dun sa previous time frame. Previous 15 minutes or previous 30 minutes or previous day. So, how does the pivot look like at paano natin nasabi na yung pivot can actually help those who do not know how to check yung support and resistance para sa mga baguhan? Paano nga ba makakatulong sa inyo makahanap ng support and resistance ng pivot? On the next slide, we will show you ano ang itsura ng pivot with the price action. So yan ang itsura ng pivot with the candles. If you notice the green line, si green line is the pivot point. So, sabi natin kanina, kapag ang price action is trading above the pivot, it indicates a signal that the market is bullish. But if the price action is trading below pivots, it actually indicates that the market is bearish. Now, for this graph, napansin niyo that the price action actually respects the pivot points and serves as as a horizontal support and resistance. Pansinin nyo, ayan, dito napako, nag-sideways dito sa pivot na to ang price action. Ibig sabihin, dyan sa pivot points na yan, nababangga, dyan sa area na yan, dyan nababangga yung presyo. At hindi makaalis, no? Kasi hindi pa alam ng pagka ganito itsura, hindi pa alam ng market kung siya ay aangat or bababa kasi siya ay naglalaro pa sa support ng time frame na to. So kung nasa support pa siya, naglalaro dyan lang siya, no? Akyat baba lang siya within the support area. Ang tawag natin dyan sa ganyang klase ng pangyayari ay consolidation o nag-iipon pa ng kinoconsolidate pa ng bears and ng bulls ang kanilang mga lakas, no, para itulak ang isa versus dun sa isa. So pagka consolidation ganyan, actually tip ko lang din dun sa mga magte-trade, no, that will use this indicator, si pivots. Kapag ka within pivot lines nagalaw ang inyong price action, I don't normally position kasi hindi pa decided si market kung aakyat or bababa. Not unless, kagaya nito, pag angat, no, yung pivot point binutas, and di ba ito, nag-consolidate siya dito, pero nung nabutas na, si pivot point, naging support na yung previous resistance, umangat na siya. So, dito, pag yung second or third candle kung saan binutas nung first candle yung pivot points can actually be positioned and traded. Now, ano yung potential na target mo? Actually, pivot points also serves as a target, take profit and stop loss. Kasi tingnan mo, yung pivot dito si R1 which is actually an average above pivot is the resistance for this time frame. Pansinin nyo, umabot doon yung presyo. So, kung tinrade mo dito, yung price action na to, tinrade mo, dito nag-long ka, aabutan niya yung R1 and you can take profit here. So, that's how a pivot point works as a support and resistance. Okay, that's our bonus indicator. So what are the basic things you need to remember when you are using technical indicators? Let me remind you 3 things. Indicators are compass, not a Bible. Ibig sabihin yan, let it serve you as a compass or as a guide, pero hindi yan yung magiging batayan ng buhay mo as a trader. Si indicators ay confirmatory lang. Hindi yan ang iyong buhay as a trader. Marami akong kilala, mga traders din, na lagi kailangan lahat ng indicators nandun sa graphs nila hanggang hindi na ko-confirm lahat, hindi sila nagte-trade. Diyan pumapasok yung analysis paralysis. So, it's always that you use it in congruence with price action. So, next, always nating sinasabi dito sa ating videos that you have to plan your trade and trade your plan. And last but not the least, you have to never ever rely on a single indicator to enter a trade. Never rely on a single indicator to enter a trade. Dapat yan in congruence, so gagamitin mo kasama nung ibang technical indicators. So, yun lang. I hope that this video will be able to help you with your trades, and happy trading to everyone. Thank you very much, and please like our Facebook page. It's flash on the screen right now. You can join our Facebook group. It's a small community, but we're helping each other. You can also join our Telegram group, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button here right down there. Okay, thank you very much, and again, this is the Resistance Trader. I'm out.